So welcome to new tutorial in Adams. So this tutorial is about tire and road modeling. You can see this is a tires and this one is the road profile with some sinusoidal nature. You can see this is a ups and downs are there. So there are the tire templates and road templates in the Adams. So we will see how can we use these roads and tire models for vehicle modeling in Adams view. So let's just explore first animation. So in this tire model you don't need to define any manual contacts. So there are predefined contact models in the tire and roads model. Just you have to define appropriate tire properties. You have to choose proper tire template, road template, and some data you have to give input as a moment of inertia and all these related properties. So we will start with our actual tutorial. So I have opened this already built ATV model. So you can find this tutorial about ATV bike model on this channel. You can search in video sections. Also I link for download this model is available. So first what we'll do, so this is the model which is imported from CAD as it is. So including tires, these roads, everything was built in CAD software. So what will we do, we will deactivate these tires and these four wheels, and we will build only tires and roads from Adams available module. So first we will go to the bodies section and we will deactivate these bodies, deactivate. Okay, similarly all deactivate all the wheels. Deactivate and this road, so right click road and deactivate. So we will hide these bodies. So one by one wheel hide, this wheel also hide, and this one also wheel hide. Sorry, it is deactivating, hide option, hide. So if we deactivate any body along with connectors or joints, associated motions, all associated other parameters will get deactivated. So you can see the joint, this motion is also deactivated, joint also deactivated, whichever connected with those bodies. So we will not require that. So first we will build the four wheels. So here in force menu you will find special force tab, and here there is a symbol of tire. So click on that, create tire. So first we'll create this rear tire left side. So you can give a rear left. Okay, so side you can choose left or right, it doesn't matter that much, but if road profile is very irregular then you have to choose left and right. In this case we'll choose simple road, so it will not matter that much. Then go one by one, CM offset, center of mass offset. If center of mass is not exactly at the center of the tire, you can specify the what is offset value, so that it will affect the your forces on the tire. So currently we'll keep at is 0, it is not mandatory. So if you see the gray area, that means it is optional. So you have to define mass, moment of inertia of x and y axis of tire, not this xy and izz. So normally tire is a symmetric, axis symmetric body, so ixx iy will be same. So in bodies I will go to here, I will check what is the mass, show calculated data. So I will keep as it is, So Control C, I will keep mass as it is, Ixx Iyy. So here there will be this one Ixx Iyy, so these values are same, so keep this, and Izz will be this one. So remember, axis system for tire and global is different, so that's why I selected this. Wheel center offset doesn't matter, don't need to in define anything. Then most important, tire property file. So here right click and browse. So you have to go to your Adams installation folder. So in program files, wherever is there Adams is installed, go to that Adams folder and you will find different folders here. So in that, go to the A tire, Adams tire. So you will find different folders in that. Roads.tbl, that means road templates, tire data, tires.tbl. First we are going to create tire, so tires.tbl, that is a template of tire. So there are different templates available here. So out of that, first we'll choose a simple one, that is MDI Fiala 01. So Fiala is a tire model, one of the tire model. There is also PAC model. You can find in a documentation section information about this. So this has a .tir extension, so choose this and then go to the this one. So you don't need to define this. If you want to define velocities, you can define, but we will not define this. Wheel initial velocity, keep standard. In advance, for advanced part you have to define this much. So just what we'll do, we'll define the tires at this location and we'll give velocity to this drive shaft. Then we have to create road. So it is asking me .vgp road. So first we'll create the road. So create, give some name to the road profile. Just I will give name of the road as, let's say, my road 1, and part. So I want to fix this to the ground. So road will be grounded, so part will be, it will be associated with ground. So then property file, as we defined property file for tire, similar way we can define property file for road. So browse, again go to your installation folder, program files. If it is different location, you can go to your location. Again go to the A tire and this time roads.tbl. So there are different options. 2D flat road .rdf is a file extension. 2D flat, 2D plank soft soil, 2D polyline, 2D pothole, 2D ramp, 2D roof. So we will choose 2D sign. So there will be ups and downs in the road, just for visualization. You can change the tire file later on also. So initially we'll choose this. Then you have to define the location. So initially we'll keep as 00 and then we'll adjust the location. Its orientation we have to define. Its orientation, it should align with this in XZ plane. So you can see here Z axis, X axis, it should be in horizontal plane. So its Euler angle will be 180, 90, 90. So this is a 313 principle. You can study in documentation, or you can define by using direction vector also. Click on OK. So you will see road profile is created. So just observe, we have selected swept sign profile. So you can see there are ups and downs on the road. So later on we will keep different road profile. So here we will change the location of road. So location X will be 0, let's say, and Y minus 500, Z let's say 4000, mm minus, we'll keep minus, then apply. Okay, location is changed or not. So first click on the road location here, sorry, road location. If you want to edit, so here you can go to the all other, and here UD distances, tire, you can see the location of tire is here. We have to change the location. Then my road location will change 0 minus 500, let's say, and let's say minus 4000. Apply, or not minus 4000, we'll choose as 4000. Okay, so again we'll shift to, let's say, by some distance. Yes, okay. So we can hide this tire temporarily, and we want to bring this tire at this location. So here click on tire, wheel center location and orientation. So we will choose location of the this marker. So click in the location tab and pick location, or you can enter manually if you know correct location. So rear drive marker 4, orientation should we have to change, not 00, so 270, 90, 90. So if this tire is on right side, instead of 270 it will be here 90. So click apply. So now this tire is placed at appropriate side. So let's say if you want to change something about tire, so you can go to your installation folder, that tires file. We have chosen this MDI Fiala tire, this one. You can open this file in text editor, you can use notepad or anything, and here side by side I will open this. Just double click here and you will find here. So you can find, see, unloaded radius of the tire, width of the tire, aspect ratio. Let's say if I make 250 and save it. So Control S, save this file and click apply here. So you can see radius is increased. So I will keep 200 as it is. Again save, then apply. So you can change the radius of the tire, you can change width. Let's say I will make 175. Save this text tire file, property file, and click here dialog box. So its width is increased. Now you can close this. You can adjust property file according to your requirement. Click apply. Okay. So first tire we have created. Now we'll create second tire. First we'll see whether road is properly aligned or not. So just see. Okay, you can see some clearance is there between road and tire, but let it be. So under the gravity it will fall and it will make contact first, so it is okay. Now go to this tire menu. Once again we will create rear, right, choose side as a right, this one. So mass of this tire, show calculated data, will copy as it is. If you have your data, you can enter your data also, but make sure it is so this mass is collective mass of rim and tire, not only tire. So you will find everything in documentation. So this documentation is open. I open this help menu. So you can see mass. So enter the mass of wheel, so tire and rim, collective mass, not only tire. So property file, again you have to define property file. So we will use that same tire file. You have to go to your installation folder, a tire, then tire templates. So Fiala we have chosen this. Then road we already have created, we don't need to create separate road. So right click and guesses my road 1. Location, you have to choose location, pick location, so choose this marker. Again here 90, 90, 90 and click apply. So this tire is created. Now we'll create third tire, that is a front, let's say right. Then everything will be the same, property file is same, just we have to change the location. Here pick location, this marker, apply. Then similarly for this side, front, left, choose side as a left, property file will be same, location pick, so you can choose some location, okay, and here 270 because this one is on, okay. So now we have to define the joints between wheels and its corresponding bodies. So what we will do, we will give motion to this rear shaft. So I will hide this road, okay. So we will give motion to this rear shaft, and these two wheels will be fixed on this shaft simply, and first front two tires will be given revolute joint with respect to these hubs, respective hubs. So let's define the joints, or you can define bearings also. In machinery section there are bearings, so but for simplicity we'll keep the connectors. So fixed joint, first body choose rear lift, second body is rear drive. Location, make sure we will choose center of mass of the wheel, sorry, little bit reoriented, right click, okay, this center of mass of rear wheel, then okay. Some just will explore this connector. So this joint, it is orientation is little bit different, its marker we will modify this marker, modify orientation, we will change its orientation as a 90 here, 180 to 70, and second marker also just Control Z, okay, let it be, or we will delete this joint, it is not oriented properly, delete. Then first body, second body rear drive, location rear drive center, so it is why it is connector, So normal to grid instead we'll pick feature, so that will be better option. Rear, first body as a wheel, second body as a rear drive. Location, here we will choose marker 4. Orientation, marker Z axis. Okay, then same here, first body as a wheel, second body as a shaft. Location, okay, that's fine. Here we have to create revolute joints. Go to the revolute, normal, not normal, pick feature. First body as a front wheel, second body as a this mount, wheel mount. Then we'll choose this marker and its orientation. Okay, so now we'll create final joint of this road model. So here, so we can't see any marker here, so we'll create first marker, add to part, so choose this part and location as at center of mass. Then connectors, revolute joint, first body this one, second body right click, wheel mount left, and choose location at this marker 174. Then orientation should be along axis. So you can rename markers and create or select appropriate marker. So now we will show the road profile. So here UDE distances show. So make sure if there is a clearance between tire and road, okay, so because under the gravity it will fall and it will touch the road. If there is a any overlap between road and tire, it may simulate falsely. So first we'll run for fewer seconds. So go to the simulation tab, end time let's say 2 seconds. Go to step size as a 0.01, dynamic, and don't choose update graphics, and run it. So it is giving some warning, ignore it. So because that orientation of markers is different, so we will wait. And first observe animation, don't go to the OK. So there is no motion defined. So now just we verify that it is working fine. So here there is a joint between rear drive and this bracket. So this joint, go to the connector, so we'll find this joint somewhere here. So this joint, so we will make this joint as a revolute. So modify, and type is revolute, apply. So its orientation is should be along the axis of shaft. So go to this tab, change position. So here rotate through let's 90 degree, and axis should be this y axis, y. Okay, now it is properly oriented, you can see. And we will define some motion to this joint, motion rear drive. Okay, this motion is defined now. So we will deactivate any other motions available. This is the motion, I think this is the motion of handle. Okay, let's see. Okay, let it be there. And this motion 4 is the motion of shaft. So we will define some motion, let's say with step function. So you can check the video on step function if you don't know what is a step function. Step time, so at 0 second we will keep velocity as 0, and in 1 second it will achieve velocity of, let's say, 3600 degree per second. So 36 degree, that means 10 revolution in 1 second. Here you choose velocity. Okay, now we will run and see whether it is working properly or not. Run it for, let's say, 4 seconds. So ignore this warning. Orient it properly so that you can observe. Now run the animation. Now it is moving. Yes, it is behaving not behaving properly, so I think stiffness of the spring is less, so we'll increase the stiffness. So just click here, or what we'll do, we'll lift tire road location little bit, -455, let's say. Okay, so that if it is falling at a very large distance, there can be appropriate behavior. And in forces menu, these are the springs, so rear suspension 1 and 2. So stiffness, so we have defined the variable for this. So go to the design variables, so there is a rear spring stiffness, so it is a 10, will increase to 20, and similarly for front also will go, it is a damping, stiffness will increase to 20, so that there will be more resistance. So go to the simulation, run it, ignore this warning. You have to change that orientation of markers at the joint location of the tire. Now run the animation. Now we can see this is moving properly. So you can also observe the movement of the suspensions. So this is a proper way to create road and tire interaction, because you don't need to define any contact manually, because if you want to define the contact, you should have appropriate contact properties. So you can go to the post processing window and you can extract the tire data. So here you can go to the object or request, and here tire data is available. So you can go to tire forces, longitudinal force, lateral force, normal force, overturning moment, rolling resistance, and aligning torque or moment. Aligning moment, if you study the lateral tire force model or Fiala model, you can find the definitions of these entities. Different tire forces. So longitudinal force in longitudinal direction, lateral direction, normal force is in vertical direction, overturning moment, that means the resistance against the overturning. So just you can observe the animation, you can observe the motion movement of the suspension. That's it. It is jumping because of tire stiffness. You can change the tire stiffness by editing the tire property, and you can find the forces, normal forces. You can see here, because of this jumping, you can see the forces. So just if you go to the tire property file, you can edit. Here there is a vertical stiffness, you can reduce this. Vertical damping you can change. This property, and if you know all the properties, you can apply that, or keep as it is. So this way you can model tire and road. So what we'll do, we'll choose different road profile. So what do you do, just click on road property file, browse, and go to the again your installation folder, program files, MSC software, Adams 2019, a tire and road. This is a road template, so we'll choose the flat road, apply. So you can see the flat road is, you can also edit the road property file, you can set the dimension, property, all this. So we will keep different road. So again go to your installation folder, Adams 2019 and tire data, roads. Just I am showing what is the different types of road. So this is a 2D ramp, we will choose 2D ramp, and let's see what is the road profile here. So you will observe some ramp here. So here there is a ramp, so this is a road profile. So this way you can explore different tires and roads. So you have to adjust locations of the tire so that there should not be such overlap, you can adjust the location. So hope you have liked this. If you like this, share and subscribe, and in comment box you can post your queries or something about what kind of tutorial you want to see, so that I can get some motivation to make the videos for future. Hope you like once again, and thanks for watching. Thank you.